Sustainability is defined as the long-term maintenance dealing with economy, social equity, and the environment. Today I'd like to focus on the environmental aspects of sustainability. One of the main concerns recently is the effect of global warming. This affects the climate change system from changes in the atmospheric composition. Carbon dioxide emissions contribute about 84% of all greenhouse gases today in the U.S. The effects of global warming are visible today through the fluctuations in the climate. Clearly, it would be advantageous to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. In the U.S., 31% of these carbon dioxide emissions come from cars and other modes of transportation. Even though today's technology has reduced the amount of emissions coming from cars, there has also been a rise in car sales. Light truck and SUV sales have jumped 6% in the first half of 2011. Cars emit nitrogen oxides, carbon monoxide, particulate matter, volatile organic compounds, and other pollutants. The smog that is produced has also been linked to a variety of different respiratory and cardiovascular symptoms. Something clearly must be done about these emissions now before global warming becomes more of an issue that cannot be controlled. There are currently a number of different clean vehicle solutions that have not become popular yet. One of these is hydrogen fuel cells. Hydrogen is a very common compound that can be produced domestically from different sources. It only produces nitrogen oxides when burned in internal combustion engines and creates no pollution. The challenges with hydrogen cells is that there are not enough fueling stations, they are too expensive, and cannot go as far as gasoline engines because hydrogen does not store as much energy. Another clean solution is electric vehicles. The first electric car was created in 1996 by GM. The EV1 had the same operating costs as conventional cars, but could only go 70 to 80 miles per charge. Even though people owned leases on the EV1, enjoyed them very much, once the leases ran out, GM pulled every car off the road and canceled the EV project. Some of the reasons for this were that the car companies did not get enough profit, and consumers did not feel driven to switch from their conventional gasoline cars. As a result, car companies did not feel that there was enough interest for them to be able to go on with electric vehicle project. Oil companies also opposed this idea because they would lose a lot of their profit if electric vehicles were implemented. There is a common theme among the current clean vehicle solutions. Consumers haven't been persuaded enough to switch from their conventional vehicles to the new ideas. As a result of this, car companies have to charge more money because they cannot make as much profit. The earlier electrical vehicles were turned down, and safer, larger SUVs were implemented in order for the manufacturers to make more money. Oil companies are also a major factor for the clean vehicle solution implementation. They will always oppose the idea because they will lose a lot of their profits if cleaner vehicles are brought into the market. There must be more motivation for people to make the switch. One way to do this is by implementing more charging stations for electric and hydrogen vehicles. This will make the consumers feel safer when purchasing vehicles that have shorter ranges. Car companies must also advertise more. One problem with the EV1 project was that not enough people knew that they even existed. Technologies that are capable of replacing gasoline cars exist, but the biggest hurdle is for getting customer acceptance. If advertisement and interest can be increased, more people will buy and high prices will eventually decrease. And cleaner vehicles will decrease greenhouse gas emissions, creating a healthier future for the environment.